Today's video is about hepatitis B serology. So, serological markers are the markers that show up in your test results, and on those basis, you can tell a person at what phase of the hepatitis viral infection he is standing on. So, the first marker that shows up if a person is infected by hepatitis B is the hepatitis B surface antigen, and it is present on the surface of the viral particle. And if a person has this in their test report, it means that they have a present infection. Against this antigen, our immune system makes anti-hepatitis B surface antibody. And when this is present in the blood, it means that the person is now immune to that infection. This antibody is also administered as a vaccine. The second antigen is the hepatitis B core antigen, and it is part of the nucleocapsid, and it is present inside the viral particle. This does not show up in the test results, but the antibodies that are produced against this antigen are very important serological markers. The first one is the IgM antibody. When this is present in your blood, it means that you have an acute infection. Whereas the second antibody is the IgG. When you have IgG antibody, it means that either you have a chronic infection or maybe you have a resolved past infection. So how are you going to know which one it is? Well, it's in junction with the other serological marker that are present in the blood. You can specifically define what is happening right now. So the third antigen is the hepatitis B E antigen, and it is present during the high infectivity phase when the virus is replicating itself and making multiple copies. And against this, we have anti hepatitis B antibody, and this is produced when the infectivity has been reduced. Another serological marker is the hepatitis B virus DNA, and it is used as quantitatively to know how much titer of the virus is present in the person. So let's talk about what's the difference between an acute infection whereas a chronic infection. An acute infection is the infection that lasts only 6 months, and after that, the person develops immunity against the infection. Whereas the chronic infection lasts more than 6 months and you never develop immunity against it, and the infection continues for years and years. So the time frame is very important. If a person has been infected and you think he has an acute infection, so until it's been 6 months, you cannot say what is going to happen after that. Okay, so you cannot say the person will develop chronic infection or if they will get immune. Now, since it's the acute infection against which a person develops immunity, the two graphs of the immune person who has the serological markers of the immunity and the acute infection are kind of related. So in the start, when a person first contracts hepatitis B virus and the virus starts replicating, the first marker that appears is the hepatitis B surface antigen. Then IgM and IgG antibodies start increasing. Okay, when IgM is present in the blood, it means that the person has an acute infection, and IgM levels drop and become zero after 32 weeks. Whereas the total or IgG antibodies, once they are produced in the person, they persist forever. So they can be used as a marker for post infection. Now, this was the acute infection in which hepatitis B surface antigen levels increased and then dropped to zero, and the IgM levels also decreased, whereas the IgG levels persisted. Now, when a person will get immune to that infection, to that acute infection, they will start making anti hepatitis B surface antibodies. So, the first thing is there will be no hepatitis B surface antigens present, and the anti hepatitis B surface antibodies will appear. So, if a person is tested positive for IgG antibodies and anti hepatitis B surface antibodies, it means that the person is past the natural infection, they have cleared it, and immunity has been achieved. Now, let's talk about the chronic hepatitis B infection and what the graphs looks like. Okay. So, in this chronic infection, you never develop immunity and the infectious phase persists. So, if infection persists, though, hepatitis B surface antigens will also persist in the blood, okay? And this red box over here indicate that the infection is entering the chronic cycle. Okay, so from the acute 6 months we are entering the chronic infection phase, and the hepatitis B surface antigen levels are never truly becoming zero. They may wane over time, but they will persist in the blood. Also, you can see that IgM levels have dropped to nearly, they are not detected in the blood. But since it's a chronic infection, you will have no anti-hepatitis B surface antibodies, but occasionally during exacerbations of the disease you may detect IgM antibodies occasionally. Okay, so this is the chronic infection, you never develop immunity in it, whereas in the acute infection you develop immunity. So let's look at some common exam questions that can appear. So first of all, if a person is detected and has no serological marker, okay, they're negative for everything, it means that the person is susceptible. And it also means that they have never contracted the infection, they have never been exposed to the hepatitis B virus. The second thing is, if only anti-hepatitis B surface antibodies are positive, it means that the person is only vaccinated. Another important thing is the window period. Okay, so the window period is when only anti-hepatitis B core antibodies are present and no other serological markers present, nor the surface antigen nor the anti-hepatitis B surface antibody is present. So if a person is positive only for the core antibodies, you tell that person to come in after another week and you again test them to know what is happening right now, if they're entering the chronic phase or if they will develop immunity. So I have created this chart over here and I have hidden the answers. So test yourself and see if you can get them right. Pause the video and try to guess them. Okay, now let's see what you have got. Both hepatitis B surface antigen and the anti-hepatitis B surface antibodies are absent, and IgG levels are not present either. So you can say the person has never been exposed. The second is only anti-hepatitis B surface and core antibody. It means that IgG is present, and the surface antibody is present. It means that the person is past the natural infection. Another one is the IgG present and the anti-hepatitis B surface antibodies are absent. It can mean that the person is past the natural infection, and also the anti-hepatitis B surface antibodies have waned over time. Okay. So it means that it's been a very long time since the person had been immune to the hepatitis B virus. The next one is only the anti-hepatitis B surface antibodies are present. It means that this is due to vaccination. Another one is all three of them are present. IgM levels are also present. So it can mean that the person has recently developed immunity against the hepatitis B virus. So IgM levels are also detected. Now, these two are very important, knowing the difference between an acute and a chronic infection. In the acute infection, you can detect IgM levels, whereas in the chronic infection, you cannot detect them, okay? Or maybe they are so low in, quantity that they are near to zero and you are not been able to detect them. So subscribe or leave a comment if you have any doubt. Thank you.